The Adventure of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. Romance simplified in this series. Read by Kotchakorn Seehanam. Chapter 14. The Storm. About midnight Joe awoke and called the boys. There was a relative stillness in the air. Seemed to tell something. The boy shot the friendly companionship of the fire in space of the days, hand of the baseless air. This is still an expression. Beyond the rise of the fire, everything was swallowed up into blackness. Pleasantly awake, fell off writing, dimly reached the tree for a moment and vanished. Another came a little stronger, then another, then Raymond came, swishing through the branches, then and the boy trembled, fancying that some springs of the night had gone by. There was a post, now a title. Friends turned night into their throat, separate and distant every little grace. Blades that grew about their feet, each shore 3 wide, startled, fled to a deep roar of thunder, reaching across the sky and lost itself in the distance. A cruel buzz sprang up, it shook all the reef, scattered ashes about the fire. Another flashes fly, lift up the forest and crash. Follow that seemed to tear the treetops right over the boys' heads. They held on to each other in terror. In the thick gloom that followed, a few big raindrops fell upon the leaf. "Kill boy, go for the gun!" exclaimed Tom. They left away, storming over roads in the dark, each dashing in the different directions, and a furious rain roared to the trees, making everything sing as it went. One whirling flash after another came and roar upon roar of refreshing thunder, and now the rain poured down, and the rising wind drove it itches along the gulf. The boy cried out to each other, but the howling wind and the roaring thunder died. Their right interior, however, one by one, they struggled in as right and should shelter under the tents, cool, frightened, and streaming with water. The old sail beat about so fiery that they could not talk, even if the other noises had followed them. The storm rose higher and higher, and presently the south tower rose, fattening and went flying away. On the wind, the boy seized it another hand and fled with many streaming and bushes to the shelter of the gate oak that stood upon the little bank. The battle was at its highest under the series, flashes that flamed in the sky, everything below the bending tree, the little white reform, the dream honest of the scream on the other side seen to the reaching school, and the wheels of rain stood out in green cut and shadowless distinctness. From time to time some giant tree yielded in the flight and fell catching to the younger girl. The hunter kept gnawing in his spitting as proverb read, pitiably gain, unspeakably explore the storm at the reed. One giantess after that saved brightly to tear the iron to pieces, burn it up, down it to the treetop, blow it always and different every creature in it. all at one and the same moment. It was a wise night of homeless young hate to be all in, but as for the battle was arrow and the forest of nature retreated with vigor and rigor trade and peace returned. The boy went back to camp a good deal of, but they found that there was still something to be thankful for, because the great tree which had been the shelter of their bed was arisen now by the writing. Everything in the cave right way to the cave fire was as well. Here was disaster, for they were wet to the skin and shivering. However, they discovered that the fire had eaten so far up the gas drop again with it had been built that a few inches had excavating. They patiently worked at it with leaf and bark gathered from the underside of shelter rocks until they persuaded it to burst again. Then they piled on gas dead bodies till they had a roaring base. They dried their food and had a feast. After that, they sat by the fire and go fly. Their midnight adventure until morning, for there was not a dry spot to sleep on anywhere around. As the sun grew stronger, the boy fell sleepy and they went out on the same spot and lay down. They were soon burned out by the sun and wearily began to prepare breakfast. After the meal they felt still joined and a little homesick once more. Tom saw the things and tried to clean up. The pilot was well as he could, but Dick had nothing formable or sarcastic or swimming or anything. He proposed that they should stop being pilots for a time and be Red Indian. For a chance they were attached by this idol. I was not long before they were stripped from head to heel with black meal, all of them chief, and then they went dashing to the woods to attach an English settlement. Afterwards, they separated into 3 little towns and sprang out upon each other from hiding place with dreadful war cry and kill and skinning. Each hunter by thousand, each one budding day, and therefore a satisfactory one. In camp towards supper time, hungry and happy, but now a difficulty occurred. Indian tie as war with each other could not break bread, together with our first making peace, and this was simply an impossibility without smoking a piece of paste. Two of skin almost with that there had remained pilots. However, there was no other way, so with as much carefulness as they could present, they called for the pit and took their peep at its part with purple Christmas. They regretted that they had become red-skinned, for they found that they could now smoke a little without having to go and hunt for a loose knife. They did not get sick enough to be seriously uncomfortable. They practiced consciously after suffering fair success, and so they spent a joyful evening.